Hello dear students and all the listeners. My name is Hardika Raval and today we'll be studying chapter number 3, Basic HTML Elements. Internet is an integral part of everyone's life today. The World Wide Web brings information, entertainment, images and much more to every desktop. This variety of information on every desktop comes in the form of pages called web pages. The language in which these web pages are written in is called the HTML or Hypertext Markup Language. The software that displays the HTML document is called a browser. The popular browsers in use are Microsoft's Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, and Google Chrome. HTML tells the browser how the links, text, and images should appear on the user's screen. So let us see how it works. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a special language used to create web pages or documents on the World Wide Web. It is used to describe the structure of any text-based information in a document and set a definite design or layout and the final look of the page. HTML does all this through its elements called tags and their attributes. HTML consists of highlighted text called hyperlinks. An HTML page can display text and images, have sounds, and interact with other web pages using these hyperlinks. Markup refers to the sequence of characters or other symbols that you insert at certain place in a text document. These characters indicate how the document is to be structured or formatted. Markup languages have been in use for a long time, and in the recent times the word processing systems, typesettings, and printing systems are using it effectively. The most appropriate and common example of a markup language is Hypertext Markup Language, that is HTML. Another markup language that is steadily growing in popularity is XML, known as Extensible Markup Language, developed by the World Wide Web Consortium. Let us see more about the hyperlinks, hypertext, and HTTP. Hyperlinks are highlighted text in the HTML document. They are links which, when clicked, open up to another location showing information in the same or totally new web page. While hypertext is a file which includes text, graphics, audio, video, and hyperlinks to the related files. HTTP or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol is the protocol, that means the set of rules, which is used to transmit the HTML documents on the World Wide Web from the web server to the web browser. HTTP can be used to transmit images, sound, and other content also. Let us see some capabilities of HTML. HTML is a document layout and hyperlink specification language. It is used only to design and display web pages along with hyperlinks. An HTML page can display text and images with sound and interact with other web pages using the hyperlinks. HTML is a platform independent, that is, it can be viewed on any operating system. In simpler words, let us say that when you open a website, you see a home page which has many tabs which links to other web pages also in the same website. There can also be links which redirect you to some new website containing related information. So this is all done through HTML. Now we learn how to write an HTML document. Everything that you write follows a definite format. For example, for a leave request, you have to write a well-formatted application for your teachers to read and understand. In the same way, HTML program should also be written in a specific format for the computer to understand. There is a fixed format that needs to be followed for the HTML code to work. Now, where do we write the HTML programs? We need an HTML editor to write our HTML programs. Web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors, one of which is Notepad. This is the most common and the most basic tool used to build a web page. This tool helps us to write the code and then lets us execute them in a browser so that we would be able to check the accuracy of the code that we have written. The HTML programs are written using tags. Every HTML document consists of tags and content for the body of the web page. A tag is an HTML command that controls the structure and appearance of the page or document that is created. As you can see on the screen, an example for the structure of writing an HTML tag is given. All the HTML tags are written in angular brackets and this is a compulsion. HTML tags normally comes in pairs. For each and every tag in HTML, there is one closing tag also. But there are some tags which are exception and do not have any pairs. All the HTML documents must start with the declaration of doc type HTML. That means we are declaring that this document type is an HTML document. The HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with /HTML. The visible part of the HTML document is between the body tags. The first tag in a pair is the start tag, and the second tag in the end is the end tag. The start tag is also called the opening tag, and the end tag is known as the closing tag. Now let us start writing an HTML program. As you can see on the screen, the Notepad application is open and we are going to start writing our HTML program. The first tag which we have to compulsorily write is the doc type HTML, which is the declaration of the document. Then we have to compulsorily write the HTML tag opening and the closing, both are there. Then we have to mention the head where the title of the page will be given. Next we have the body tag where we are going to write the content. The content written inside the body tag will only be visible in the web browser. HTML is not a case sensitive language, so you may use capital or small letters. It won't make any difference to the tags. Let us learn how to save an HTML document. After writing the program in the Notepad, go to the Save option in the File menu. We have to give an extension to the HTML documents. The extension for the HTML document is going to be .html or .htm. You compulsorily have to add this extension to the name of your file to save it as an HTML document. Otherwise, it will be only saved as a text file and will not be viewed in the browser. For example, I have given my name as hardika.html to my document. Then in the file type, I have to choose the option of all files. By default, the option of text document will be saved because of the Notepad, but we have to change it to all files to save a document as an HTML document to view it in the browser. On your screen now is the page structure of an HTML document. The HTML tag has to be compulsorily written to make an HTML page. After that, the head tag contains the title of the page, which, as you can see on the right hand side on the browser, it will be seen as the name of the tab in the browser. Then the content which you have written inside the body tags will only be displayed as a web page content. Do you remember that I gave the name hardika.html to my file? That name is displayed with the location in the URL. As right now, this document has been saved to my desktop, thus this location. When we start writing the content between the body tags, even if we write it on a new line using the enter key, on the browser it will be displayed in a single line only. Because in HTML, if you want to add a new line, you will have to use the specific tag for that. For getting a new line, the tag is BR, that means a line break. Use the BR tag wherever you want to have a new line. For example, there are two programs on your screen. On the left hand side, no BR tag is used, thus the output is obtained in a single line. While on the other hand, in the second example, the BR tag is used where the break was needed, thus in the output there are three different lines. Please remember that the BR tag is an empty tag and therefore does not have any pairs unlike the other tag. So it has to be written alone only. If we wish to write in paragraphs, we have to use the P tag in HTML. While we are using the P tag, it will automatically leave some space after each paragraph. As you can see in the example, the output is obtained in two different paragraphs. You may have observed till now that whatever we are writing has the same font and the font size in the web browser. If you wish to use a bigger font for the heading, we have the heading tags for the same. Headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading and H6 defines the least important heading. Thus, H1 has the biggest font size, H2 is bit smaller, and so on till H6. We can also make different lists in HTML. We can have the numbered list also and the bulleted list also. For the numbered list or an ordered list, we have the OL tag, that means an ordered list. If we wish to have unordered or bulleted list, we have the UL tag. As seen in the example, while using the UL tag, it will give us the bullet points. While using the OL tag, it will give the numerical sequencing to the list. After opening the list tags, we also have to mention a list item for each and every item in our list, and then close the list tag after each and every list items have been mentioned. These were the very basic tags of HTML. In the extension of this chapter, we are going to learn more about HTML and some advanced tags. Till then, use these tags and try to create web pages on your own using these tags. Thank you. Good luck.